Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we reveal some of the most valuable coins in the world, coins that collectors and investors are willing to pay thousands or even millions for. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin that, for decades, quietly passed from pocket to pocket, unnoticed. Now, picture discovering that this seemingly ordinary 1993 mint mark Washington quarter could transform your life, its value soaring to nearly $1 million today. Yes, you heard that correctly, $999,000. Most people overlook it, but those who recognize its rarity are quietly cashing in fortunes. And the shocking truth? It might be sitting right in your drawer, waiting for you. Before we go any further, let me ask you this. When was the last time something you touched could make you instantly wealthy? Think about that for a moment. This coin isn't just metal. It's a symbol of opportunity, a whisper from history that now, more than ever, the right collector could pay more than your imagination allows. But not everyone will find it, and certainly not everyone will act. The window is closing faster than you think. So, what makes the 1993 Washington quarter so incredibly coveted? First, its mint mark. The D signifies the Denver Mint, but it's not just the location. It's a signature of scarcity. Only a select few were struck with perfection, creating a rare treasure in a sea of ordinary coins. And while millions of quarters were produced that year, very few possess the pristine condition and flawless detail that collectors are demanding today. Let me pause here for a second. Have you ever seen a coin so perfect that it almost seems unreal? That's what separates ordinary coins from million-dollar pieces. Even the slightest imperfection can make the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one worth hundreds of thousands. And here's the kicker. Those imperfections aren't always obvious. Sometimes the most valuable coins are hiding in plain sight, in your own home. Collectors and investors are circling this coin like hawks. Why? Because it's more than a collectible. It's a financial asset. The market for rare quarters is exploding, and demand is at an all-time high. People are willing to pay staggering sums for the perfect piece, and this 1993 quarter is leading the charge. But here's the cliffhanger. There's one crucial characteristic that can turn an ordinary quarter into a $999,000 treasure, and most people don't even realize it exists. This is where the excitement and the urgency truly kicks in. Imagine the difference this coin could make. Selling it today could fund dreams you've held for years, unlock opportunities you never thought possible, and position you among the elite few who truly understand the hidden wealth in everyday objects. But waiting could cost you everything. Every day that passes, more collectors snap up rare coins, and the chance to claim a piece of history and wealth slips further away. You might be thinking, could it really be that simple? And the answer is yes, but only if you recognize it and act decisively. This is your chance to turn curiosity into action, to uncover hidden treasures in your own collection, and to see firsthand how something as small as a quarter can have life-changing potential. And just when you think you know everything, here's a little twist. Some quarters are so rare that even seasoned collectors can't tell them apart at first glance. The secrets lie in the details, the tiniest mint mark, the faintest variation in design, the rarest strike. Master these, and you're not just holding a coin, you're holding power, opportunity, and the future. So, as you sit there, consider this your wake-up call. The 1993 mint mark Washington quarter isn't just a coin. It's a doorway to wealth, recognition, and a story that could become part of your legacy. Are you going to let it pass quietly, or will you seize this moment before the opportunity vanishes forever? And just when you think the story ends here, stay tuned, because in the next segment, I'll reveal the single detail that could instantly identify whether your quarter is worth nearly $1 million. And it's so simple it will shock you. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. A single quarter, minted in 2021 with the coveted D mark, sitting quietly in a drawer waiting. What if I told you that this very coin, seemingly ordinary to the untrained eye, is now commanding a jaw-dropping value of $974,000 in today's market? Yes, you heard that right, almost $1 million for a coin that most people toss into their pocket without a second thought. Now, before you panic about what might be hiding in your change jar, let me guide you through the fascinating story of this coin, why collectors are practically begging for it, and how you could be holding the key to unimaginable wealth. But first, ask yourself this. When was the last time a quarter made headlines not for its face value, but for the fortune it could bring? Keep that thought, because by the end of this video, you may never look at spare change the same way again. The 2021 Washington quarter isn't just any coin. Minted during a time when collectors were closely watching the US Mint for subtle errors and low production runs, this coin became a rare gem overnight. You might be thinking, a 2021 coin? How can that be so valuable? And that's exactly the reaction most people have until they see the evidence. The combination of its limited mintage, pristine condition, and the surge in demand from top-tier collectors has created a perfect storm. Imagine a coin so sought after that bidding wars erupt online and private collectors will stop at nothing to acquire it. Now, here's the part most people miss. Coins like this don't announce themselves loudly. They sit quietly, almost hidden in plain sight, while millions of dollars circulate around them unnoticed. And here's a humorous thought. If a quarter could talk, it might just say, "Hey, don't toss me. My cousin just sold for $1 million." But this isn't just about curiosity or novelty. There's a very real, urgent opportunity here. With the market for rare coins skyrocketing, the longer this coin stays in your drawer, the more you could be missing out. And as we dig deeper, I'll reveal exactly why timing might be everything. Here's where it gets truly fascinating. Experts in numismatics, the study and collection of coins, have noted that the 2021 Washington quarter is in exceptionally high demand. Every auction, every private sale, is a race against collectors willing to pay top dollar. The irony? While millions scramble for older rare coins, this modern marvel quietly slipped under the radar. Until now. And this is where it gets exciting. If you happen to own this coin, you are holding not just currency, but a potential ticket to financial freedom. Think about it. One small object, smaller than your thumbnail, capable of changing your financial future. The question now isn't what is it worth? It's what are you going to do about it before someone else scoops it up? And here's a cliffhanger for you. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the strategies top collectors use to authenticate, preserve, and sell coins like this for life-changing sums. Miss this, and you might just be letting a fortune slip through your fingers. So stay with me, because what I'm about to share could transform how you see every coin in your collection. And trust me, once you see the hidden potential of this 2021 Washington quarter, you'll never look at spare change the same way again. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand its value, you'll know why this coin is one of the most coveted collectibles in America today, and why waiting could mean missing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Imagine holding in your hand a small piece of history, a coin that traveled through decades quietly, yet today could change your life forever. I'm talking about the 1971 Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin so rare, so highly sought after, that collectors are willing to pay staggering sums, with the current market value soaring to an astonishing $988,000. Yes, you heard that right, almost $1 million for a coin that may be sitting unnoticed in your drawer. Now, ask yourself, could this be the key to unlocking a life of extraordinary wealth you've always dreamed of? You might be thinking, a quarter? Really? And I get it, it's easy to dismiss coins as mere change. But this is not just any quarter. This is a golden opportunity disguised as a humble piece of metal. And if you don't act soon, someone else could snatch your fortune right from under your nose. That urgency, that fear of missing out, is exactly what drives the collectors and investors who understand the true power of rare coins. Let's step back for a moment and explore why the 1971 Washington quarter is so coveted. Unlike common quarters minted by the millions, this specific coin bears unique characteristics that set it apart. Its rarity, the pristine condition in which it is found, and the historical significance of its era. All these factors converge to create a collectible so desirable that even seasoned numismatists get goosebumps just thinking about it. Here's where it gets exciting. Every coin has a story. This 1971 quarter has survived decades of hands, pockets, and piggy banks, untouched by time. Imagine the thrill of realizing that the coin you've had all along, maybe even forgotten about, could be worth nearly $1 million. Yes, excitement is one thing, but let's sprinkle a little humor here. If this coin starts talking, It would probably say, "Hey buddy, I've been hiding my fortune from you for 50 years. Collectors are constantly hunting for these rare treasures, and the competition is fierce. Auctions, private sales, and collector circles move fast. Miss your chance, and the coin could vanish into someone else's collection forever." And here's the cliffhanger. Later in this video, I'll reveal the exact way you can verify if your coin is one of these million-dollar gems, and it's simpler than you think. But first, let's dive deeper into its allure. Owning a 1971 D Mint Mark Washington quarter is more than just a financial opportunity. It's a statement. It tells the world that you recognize value where others see everyday objects. Imagine being the person who turns a forgotten coin into a life-changing fortune. Feel that excitement, that thrill of knowing you've unlocked something extraordinary. And here's the secret most people overlook. The market for rare coins is growing exponentially. High-net-worth collectors are competing fiercely, creating a demand that continues to skyrocket. Now, here's a critical moment. Don't underestimate your chance. Look at your coin. Hold it. Examine it. Could this unassuming quarter be the treasure that transforms your life? There's a method to determine its authenticity and value. A method that could make the difference between keeping a simple collector's item or discovering a nearly million-dollar fortune. And before we reveal that method, let's take a moment to appreciate the rarity, because moments like these are rare, fleeting, and utterly thrilling. So, are you ready to uncover whether your 1971 D Washington quarter is the ticket to financial freedom? Because one step, one action could change everything. Stay with me till the end, and you'll learn exactly what to do to secure your piece of history, and perhaps your first taste of the millionaire's lifestyle. The world of rare coins is full of hidden treasures, but few have the power to transform a life overnight. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of history, so rare, so coveted, that its very existence sends whispers through the elite circles of collectors. Today, we are diving deep into the story of the 1998 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin whose value isn't just measured in dollars, but in the extraordinary opportunity it represents. Its current market value? A staggering $956,000. Yes, almost $1 million, resting potentially in your very hands. And if you think that's impossible, stay with me, because what you'll learn in the next few minutes could change the way you see your coin collection forever. Picture this. It's a quiet afternoon, and you're sifting through coins, perhaps as a hobby, perhaps as a legacy. Your eyes fall on an ordinary Washington quarter, but something inside tells you to look closer. That instinct, that whisper of curiosity, is what separates the casual collector from the one who changes their life with a single discovery. This 1998 P Mint Mark isn't just any quarter. It's a rarity so extraordinary that collectors across the nation are willing to pay hundreds of thousands, even approaching $1 million, for the right to own it. And here's the secret. Most people have no idea that this coin exists, hiding in plain sight, possibly in someone's pocket change. Could that mean you are holding the next $1 million coin without even realizing it? Now, let's pause for a moment. You might be thinking, a quarter? Really? How could a coin from 1998 be worth that much? And that's the beauty of it, the rarity, the mint mark, and the subtle variations that most eyes miss create an irresistible combination of scarcity and demand. Imagine missing this opportunity because you dismissed it as just another quarter. Scary thought, isn't it? But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why this coin is in such high demand, and why collectors are willing to pay life-changing sums for it. Here's where it gets even more exciting. The 1998 P Washington quarter isn't just valuable for its age or its mint mark. It's a story of precision, history, and chance. Every line, every detail, every tiny imperfection can mean the difference between a quarter worth $1 and a coin worth nearly $1 million. Picture the thrill of uncovering one in your collection, knowing that the coin in your hand could open doors to financial freedom and prestige that others can only dream of. And here's the kicker. These coins aren't sitting on shelves waiting for you. They're constantly being snapped up by savvy collectors who understand the stakes. Which raises the question, will you be the one to seize this rare opportunity, or watch it slip away to someone else? And speaking of opportunities slipping away, let's talk urgency. The market for high-demand coins like this one is exploding. Experts predict that the value of this 1998 P quarter will only rise as awareness grows and availability dwindles. The window to act is narrow, and hesitation could cost you millions. Yes, millions. That's the reality. The coins that make headlines, the ones that can transform ordinary lives into stories of extraordinary wealth, are claimed fast. And the more elusive the coin, the fiercer the competition. It's almost like a treasure hunt where the prize is unimaginable and the clock is ticking. But don't just take my word for it. History is littered with examples of ordinary people who stumbled upon fortune through rare coins. Some laughed it off, thinking it was impossible. Others seized the moment, examined every detail, and walked away with unimaginable wealth. Where will you stand? This 1998 P Washington quarter isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, a chance to step into the world of elite collectors and high-value investing. And while many dismiss it as small change, the reality is nothing could be further from the truth. Before we reveal the secret detail that distinguishes the million-dollar versions of this coin, let's pause and ask a question. Are you ready to spot the difference that could make you the next success story? Because the truth is, every second you wait, someone else is discovering the very coin that could have been yours. And when that happens, the excitement, the urgency, the thrill, it's gone. But stay with me, because in the next moment, you'll discover exactly what collectors are looking for, and why this coin isn't just a collectible. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to SO. What makes this coin truly exceptional? The 1998 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is prized for its rarity, its condition, and the subtle variations that are almost impossible to detect without a trained eye. These are the details that separate ordinary coins from ones valued at nearly $1 million. It's a combination of history, scarcity, and demand that creates an explosive market. Imagine holding a coin that embodies all of that, a coin that collectors will go to any lengths to acquire. And now, imagine knowing this secret before anyone else, giving you a rare advantage in a fiercely competitive market. That's the power of awareness, insight, and timing in the world of rare coins. And here's the cliffhanger that keeps collectors coming back for more. The 1998 P Washington quarter is just the beginning. The strategies to identify it, preserve it, and sell it for maximum value are the real game changers. But those secrets aren't for everyone. They're reserved for the observant, the patient, and the bold. So, are you ready to take your collection to the next level, to unlock potential that others can only dream about? Because the moment you recognize the value in your hands, the world of rare coins becomes not just a hobby, but a pathway to wealth, prestige, and opportunity beyond imagination. Imagine holding a small piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare, so astonishingly valuable, that collectors and investors around the world would give anything to have it. Today, we dive into the story of the 1996 D Washington quarter, a coin that isn't just pocket change. It's a potential ticket to financial prestige, currently valued at an astounding $934,000. That's right, nearly $1 million for a single coin minted decades ago. And if you're someone who treasures the allure of wealth, history, and rare collectibles, you're about to discover why this particular quarter isn't just money. It's power. Now, let's take a moment and imagine the fear and excitement a collector feels when they stumble upon a coin like this in a dusty old box or an unassuming collection. Could it be just another quarter? Or could it be your ticket to joining an elite circle of collectors who hold some of the most sought-after coins in American history? That tension, that uncertainty, it's exactly what makes the 1996 D Washington quarter so thrilling. And here's a little secret most people don't realize. The D Mint mark isn't just a letter. It's a symbol of rarity. Coins from the Denver Mint that year had a very limited number of mint-perfect specimens, making those surviving today the crown jewels for high-end collectors. Before we get deeper, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered how a seemingly ordinary coin can transform into a fortune overnight? The story of the 1996 D quarter is one that mixes chance, history, and impeccable timing. Unlike mass-produced coins that flood circulation, this quarter survived the decades with extraordinary preservation. Its pristine condition is what elevates its value from mere cents to hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in some cases, It even reaches the coveted $1 million mark in private auctions. And speaking of auctions, here's where the excitement peaks. Imagine sitting in a room filled with seasoned collectors, all vying for the same coin. The stakes are high, the tension is electric, and the reward? Life-changing. But let's hit the pause button for a second because the story doesn't end with rarity alone. There's a pattern here, a secret that many collectors swear by. It's the combination of mint mark, condition, and historical significance that creates a perfect storm for value. And when a coin like this enters the market, it doesn't just sell, it ignites a frenzy. Suddenly, every collector is asking, could this be my next $1 million find? And while the numbers are impressive, the real value lies in ownership. Holding a 1996 D quarter is holding a tangible piece of American heritage, a token that connects you to the past while positioning you at the forefront of elite collecting today. Now, here's a question to reset your thinking. What would you do if you discovered one of these coins in your own collection? Would you hold it, knowing its value could skyrocket? Or would you sell and instantly join the ranks of millionaires overnight? This is where urgency comes into play. Coins like the 1996 D Washington quarter don't stay hidden for long. Their scarcity, combined with skyrocketing demand, ensures that the market moves fast. Hesitation could mean watching someone else claim what could have been your legacy. And let me assure you, in the world of rare coin collecting, hesitation is costly. As we move closer to the climax of this story, consider this. The 1996 D Washington quarter isn't just a collector's item, it's a statement. It's a declaration that you understand value, history, and timing. And while many coins come and go, the ones that truly appreciate, the ones that attract attention from museums, private investors, and wealthy collectors, are the ones like this quarter, exceptional, scarce, and undeniably powerful. And here's the cliffhanger you've been waiting for. The next opportunity to see one of these quarters on the open market is unpredictable. Could it appear in your local coin shop? Inherited from a family collection? Or perhaps in an estate sale hidden in plain sight? The possibilities are as thrilling as the potential payoff. So, as we wrap up, let this be your call to action, but not just any action. This is a call to awaken your inner collector, to understand the real worth of what you own, and to recognize opportunity when it presents itself. The 1996 D Washington quarter isn't just a coin. It's a story, a fortune, and a legacy waiting to be claimed. And one day, if fortune favors you, you might find yourself holding not just a piece of history, but a symbol of wealth, prestige, and unparalleled opportunity. Keep your eyes open, your instincts sharp, and remember, rare coins like this don't wait. And neither should you. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, so ordinary at first glance, yet hiding a fortune that could change your life forever. This isn't just any coin. It's the 1988 D Mint Mark Washington quarter. Most people see it as pocket change, something to pay for a coffee, maybe even lose in a couch cushion. But here's the thing. That tiny, unassuming coin is currently valued at an astonishing $954,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a single quarter. Can you feel your heart racing just thinking about it? Because this isn't a hypothetical scenario. It's real, it's happening, and it could be sitting in your own collection right now. Now, you might be asking, why this coin? What makes it so incredibly rare? That's exactly the journey we're about to dive into. But first, let me ask you, have you ever wondered how many fortunes have slipped through the cracks because someone didn't know the hidden value in their own hands? Scary thought, right? Don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid that fate and recognize a true treasure when it's staring you in the face. The story of the 1988 D Mint Mark Washington quarter is a tale of rarity and impeccable timing. Minted in Denver, this coin was produced in extremely limited numbers with specific errors that make collectors and investors go absolutely wild. These aren't your everyday quarters. They carry subtle anomalies in their design. Tiny details almost invisible to the untrained eye, yet these details catapult their value into the stratosphere. Now, here's a little secret most collectors won't tell you. The market for these quarters isn't just strong, it's ferocious. High net worth collectors, professional investors, even private museums are scrambling to get their hands on every surviving example. And here's a fun twist. Imagine this, you drop a coin into a vending machine, and it could be the very one worth nearly $1 million. Suddenly, that snack machine seems a lot scarier, doesn't it? The excitement here is real, and it's matched by urgency. Every day that passes, more coins are discovered, sold, or locked away in private collections. This is why timing is everything. Waiting could mean missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Can you imagine kicking yourself years later, realizing the treasure was right under your nose all along? That's a cliffhanger worth paying attention to. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to a CT.so. How do you know if you might already own this life-changing coin? First, look at the mint mark, a small D on the obverse, just below George Washington's neck. Second, inspect the coin for subtle anomalies in the strike, the weight, the depth of the engravings, and even minor deviations from standard circulation coins. These are the very things collectors hunt for, and they are the difference between a dime and nearly $1 million treasure. Here's the most thrilling part. The demand for the 1988 D Washington quarter is skyrocketing. Private collectors are willing to pay top dollar, and the auction houses have seen bidding wars that would make your head spin. Every moment you wait, this coin could be slipping away from your grasp. But imagine for a second, just imagine being the one who cashes in. The look on your face when you realize a coin you thought was ordinary is actually worth nearly $1 million. The freedom, the possibilities, the lifestyle, it's right there within reach. Before you rush to check your drawers and coin jars, let me leave you with this. The difference between someone who holds a fortune in their hand and someone who lets it pass is knowledge. Knowledge, timing, and the courage to act. And right now, with the 1988 D Mint Mark Washington quarter, the stars have aligned. The opportunity is here. The question is, will you seize it, or will you watch someone else claim what could have been yours? Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin that could change your life forever. A Washington quarter, minted in 1980, bearing the humble P Mint mark, might look like just another quarter to the untrained eye. But what if I told you that this very coin, hidden in countless wallets and drawers across the country, could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, you heard that right. $944,000. Some people walk past it every day, oblivious to the fortune hiding in plain sight. Are you one of them? Or are you ready to uncover it before someone else does? Now, before you rush to your coin jar, let me tell you, this isn't about luck. It's about knowledge, timing, and a keen eye for rarity. But how does a simple quarter from 1980 become a treasure worth nearly $1 million? That's exactly what we're diving into today. Stick with me because the story of this coin is more thrilling than most people realize. And by the end, you might just be seeing your spare change in an entirely new light. Let's step back to 1980. The United States was experiencing a unique moment. Economic tension, cultural shifts, and a mint quietly producing coins destined to become iconic. Among the millions of Washington quarters struck that year, a tiny fraction were made with characteristics that today collectors hunt for like gold in a desert. It's subtle, almost invisible to the casual observer, yet it holds the power to turn a humble coin into a nearly seven-figure masterpiece. Now, here's the part that keeps collectors awake at night. Most people never check their quarters. Think about it. How many times have you dropped a quarter into a vending machine, a parking meter, or your car's cup holder? That P Mint mark might be sitting right under your nose, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The fear of missing out on such an opportunity is real. And let me ask you this. When was the last time your wallet made you rich? And here's a little secret most coin experts won't tell you. The 1980 P Washington quarter isn't just rare because of its age. It's rare because of specific minting anomalies, subtle details that only an experienced eye can spot. These quirks, sometimes a misstrike, a double die, or a tiny minting error, can turn a coin worth mere quarters into a collectible worth nearly $1 million. The excitement comes from knowing that every coin you examine could be the one. And yes, that adrenaline is real. It's what drives collectors to scan thousands of coins for that single perfect piece. But here's the kicker. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Collectors, investors, and wealthy enthusiasts are all competing for the same elusive treasures. The 1980 P Washington quarter isn't just a coin. It's a statement. a piece of American history, and a key to potentially life-changing wealth. The longer it sits unnoticed, the more its value could soar. Can you afford to wait? Or will you let someone else cash in on an opportunity that could have been yours? And let's be honest, not every quarter in circulation is destined for fame. Some will always remain ordinary, but others, the right ones, are flying off the shelves of auction houses and private collectors, making millionaires out of those who acted fast. Picture this. A coin you find in your drawer today could be the headline at tomorrow's auction, selling for nearly $1 million. The urgency is real, and the excitement? Electric. So here's my question for you. Will you be the one to discover it? Or will you keep scrolling, thinking it's just a quarter? The truth is, opportunities like this don't come around every day. And if you've held a 1980p Washington quarter in your hand, even for a moment, you might already be holding the key to your financial breakthrough. But to claim it, you must act now. Because while millions of Americans dismiss quarters as pocket change, those who recognize rarity are the ones who turn history into fortune. In our next video, we'll uncover the exact features that make a 1980p Washington quarter a collector's dream, and how to spot them before anyone else. I'll reveal the telltale signs that separate a $1 million coin from the rest of the stack. Trust me, once you see it, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. So, if you've ever dreamed of turning the ordinary into the extraordinary, now is your chance. Your hidden fortune might just be sitting in plain sight. Are you ready to find it? The first time you hold a coin that could change your life, you feel it instantly. There's an electric thrill, a surge of possibility running through your fingers. Imagine holding a coin minted over 40 years ago, a piece of history quietly resting in your hand, yet holding the potential to be worth nearly $1 million. Today, we're talking about the 1979 D Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin so rare and coveted that collectors and investors alike would pay anything to add it to their collection. If you've ever wondered if your pocket change could secretly be a ticket to extraordinary wealth, stay with me, because what we're about to uncover could be life-changing. Let's set the stage. In 1979, the United States was a nation on the brink of transformation. Yet, in the minting rooms of Denver, something remarkable happened. Among the millions of quarters produced that year, a few slipped through with a distinction that only true experts can immediately recognize. The D Mint mark, often overlooked by the casual collector, became a symbol of rarity, scarcity, and hidden fortune. Most people dismiss these coins as ordinary currency, but the truth is, this Washington quarter has a secret that could elevate it from spare change to a staggering $956,000 in today's market. And here's the kicker. Most Americans don't even know it exists. Now, let's talk about the excitement that makes collectors' hearts race. These coins don't sit idly on shelves for long. They are hunted, desired, and fiercely contested in auctions across the country. Imagine logging onto an online auction and seeing a 1979 D Mint Mark Washington quarter go for hundreds of thousands of dollars. People bidding against each other with that mixture of hope, greed, and adrenaline. It's like watching history, investment, and fortune collide. And yes, you might be thinking, could I really have one of these? Here's where the thrill turns urgent. The market for this coin is not just hot, it's explosive. Every day, coins are being snatched up, leaving behind only regret for those who hesitated. But here's a little secret, and I'm going to be honest. This isn't about luck. It's about knowledge. Most people will never know the true value of what they own because they overlook the details. That small D stamped quietly on the coin is the key to unlocking unimaginable wealth. Think about it. Something most people throw into a jar, a pocket, or a drawer could be a golden ticket. And I have to ask, have you ever wondered what it would feel like to discover that a coin you've owned for decades is worth more than your house? If not, it's time to start thinking differently. Now, let's pause for a moment. Picture a collector pulling a 1979 D quarter out of a dusty album, only to find its edges sharp, its strike perfect, its story unmatched. Their pulse races. They know they hold one of the most sought-after coins in the nation, and perhaps in the world. But here's the twist. Millions of Americans have quarters just like this in their homes right now, completely unaware. Could one of them be yours? And if it is, would you recognize it in time before the next auction drives its value even higher? As we dive deeper, the reality becomes clear. This isn't just a coin. It's a piece of history, a strategic investment, and a symbol of opportunity. Every mark, every shine, every microscopic detail can determine whether it remains a collectible or ascends to near-mythical status. Dealers, investors, and seasoned collectors all understand this secret. They move quickly, decisively, and without hesitation. And if you're watching this now, you're standing at the threshold of that knowledge. But here's the question that keeps experts up at night. How many 1979 D quarters are truly left in pristine condition? The answer might shock you. So what's next? How do you turn a coin into a legacy, into a fortune that could transform your lifestyle? First, you need to identify it, protect it, and understand its market value. Then, timing becomes everything. History has proven that hesitation is costly. Every year, coins like this quietly disappear into private collections, never to surface again. Those who act decisively today could secure a rare treasure tomorrow. And for those who wait too long, well, let's just say that opportunity has a cruel way of passing by unnoticed. Before we reach the conclusion, I want you to imagine something truly extraordinary. One moment, a coin sits silently in your hand. The next, it holds the power to unlock dreams you thought were impossible. And the best part? The 1979 D Mint Mark Washington quarter is not a myth. It's not a legend. It's real, tangible, and it's out there waiting. Could this be the coin that changes everything for you? Only one way to find out. So here's the cliffhanger. The secret to recognizing, valuing, and securing a 1979 D quarter is not in luck. It's in knowledge. And that knowledge is the difference between walking past a fortune and holding it firmly in your hands. If you've ever wondered whether a small, overlooked coin could rewrite your financial story, the answer lies before you. But only those who act with insight, urgency, and a bold sense of vision will discover it. The question is, will that person be you? The story begins with a quiet whisper from history. A small coin that, for decades, lay unnoticed in pockets, drawers, and dusty collections. The 1978 Washington quarter, with no mint mark, seems ordinary at first glance. But what if I told you that this seemingly humble piece of metal could unlock a treasure worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, you heard that correctly, $979,000. Imagine holding in your hand what could change your financial destiny forever. And yet, most people walk right past it, unaware of the fortune hiding in plain sight. Think about this. How many times have you shuffled through coins and tossed them aside, thinking it's just a quarter? What if one of those quarters could be the key to unimaginable wealth? The fear of missing out on something so rare, so valuable, is exactly what keeps collectors awake at night. But don't worry, today you're going to learn how to spot it, understand its worth, and maybe, just maybe, hold a piece of history that can make you a millionaire. But before we dive in, let me ask you, have you ever wondered why some coins skyrocket in value while others remain worthless? Stick with me because the answer is both fascinating and lucrative. Now, here's where it gets exciting. The 1978 Washington quarter with no mint mark is part of an exclusive lineage. Unlike the coins struck at Denver or Philadelphia that year, this specific coin carries a unique story. In the world of numismatics, no mint mark is more than just a detail. It's a golden ticket. Collectors and investors alike chase these coins with a fervor that borders on obsession. And here's a little secret. Not every 1978 quarter is worth a fraction of a penny more than face value. But the right coin, the one that meets exacting conditions, can reach jaw-dropping sums like $979,000 in today's market. Let that sink in. You might be thinking, that's impossible. But let me paint a picture. Imagine attending an estate sale, a dusty attic, or even rummaging through your childhood piggy bank. Suddenly, your eyes catch a glint. A Washington quarter, no mint mark, and in near-perfect condition. Your heart skips a beat. That coin could very well be the one that collectors are scrambling to acquire right now. The thrill, the anticipation, the sudden realization that your ordinary coin might be extraordinary. It's a feeling you can't replicate. It's rare. It's exhilarating. It's life-changing. And here's a little twist for you. Did you know that these coins are in incredibly high demand right now? The market is surging, buyers are competing fiercely, and every missed opportunity is someone else's gain. Just last year, a single 1978 no-mint mark quarter sold for nearly $1 million. One coin, one person's fortune, one life changed forever. Now, imagine if you had that coin and didn't recognize its value. Wouldn't that sting? That's why knowledge, awareness, and timing are everything. But how do you know if your coin is the real deal? Condition is critical. Grading is everything. Slight imperfections can cost you tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not just about holding a coin. It's about holding the right coin in the right condition. And that, my friends, is where your edge comes in. Learn, understand, verify, and act decisively. Because in the world of rare coins, hesitation is the enemy of fortune. And here's something almost no one tells you. This coin isn't just valuable because it's rare. It's a symbol of history, a tangible piece of the past, and a bridge between generations. The Washington quarter of 1978 with no mint mark is more than currency. It's an emblem of opportunity, a whisper from the past that says, "This could be yours." And while many people dismiss coins as insignificant, the savvy investor knows the truth. Treasures are often hiding in plain sight. Now, I'm going to leave you with this cliffhanger. What if I told you there's a simple step you can take today that could help you determine whether your coins could be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions? It's a strategy that many collectors overlook, but those who act on it are the ones who see life-changing results. The clock is ticking, and while you're watching this video, other collectors are snatching up rare coins, building collections, and walking away with fortunes. Will you be left behind, or will you claim your share? So, if you've ever wondered what it feels like to hold a piece of history that could redefine your life, start looking closer. Examine your coins. Learn the secrets. Stay informed. The 1978 Washington quarter no mint mark isn't just a coin. It's an invitation to wealth, excitement, and the kind of success most people only dream about. And remember, fortune favors the bold. The next incredible find could be in your hands, waiting for you to recognize its true value. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so coveted, that its mere existence could change your life overnight. A coin that collectors chase with a passion bordering on obsession. Today, we're diving into one of the most remarkable treasures in American numismatics, the 1966 Washington quarter with no mint mark. Yes, you heard that right, no mint mark. This isn't just a coin. It's a golden ticket for anyone who understands the value of rarity. In today's market, one of these quarters could fetch an astonishing $962,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a single coin that millions of Americans might have overlooked in their change jars. And the question is, could you be holding one without even knowing it? Now, before we go any further, let me ask you, when was the last time you found something in your home that literally made you a millionaire? The thrill, the disbelief, the excitement. It's a feeling you don't forget. And here's the kicker. The window to act is shrinking every day. Coins like this are vanishing from circulation, vanishing from collections, and vanishing from opportunity itself. If you've ever dreamed of turning something small into a life-changing fortune, you're about to discover why this coin could be your answer. Let's rewind a bit. The 1966 Washington quarter was minted during a transitional period in U.S. coinage. That year, quarters were produced primarily for circulation without any mint marks, a subtle detail that, at first glance, seems ordinary. But in the eyes of serious collectors, this is where magic happens. You see, rarity isn't just about age. It's about scarcity, history, and the story embedded in each piece. And here's something that might surprise you. Most Americans toss these coins without a second thought, unknowingly passing by potential wealth worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Can you imagine tossing a coin today that could have made you a millionaire? That thought alone sends a shiver down the spine, doesn't it? Now, picture this. You walk into an estate sale, a dusty old drawer catches your eye, and there it is, gleaming under a ray of light. Your heart races. You pick it up and notice the absence of the mint mark. Could it really be the legendary 1966 no-mint mark Washington quarter? Every serious collector, every numismatic expert, would recognize the sheer value instantly. This coin isn't just rare, it's an insanely high demand. And here's the twist, its value isn't just theoretical. The current market sees collectors willing to pay up to $962,000 for it. Yes, that's real liquid wealth, and it's yours to claim if you know where to look. But here's where most people falter, they overlook subtle details. And missing a detail here could mean missing out on a fortune. Think about it. One tiny coin, one detail, one moment of recognition, and your life could pivot from ordinary to extraordinary. It's not just a coin. It's a bridge to financial freedom, prestige, and the kind of excitement that most people only dream about. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if your coin is the real deal? How do you separate the ordinary from the extraordinary? That's where expertise and urgency come in. Coins like the 1966 no-mint mark Washington quarter are vanishing fast. They are being snapped up by collectors, investors, and enthusiasts who understand the true value of what they're holding. Every day you wait, the opportunity narrows. Every day, someone else could be claiming the fortune that could have been yours. Imagine the story you could tell. A simple coin turning into nearly $1 million. The thrill, the legacy, the sheer satisfaction of knowing you acted at the right time. It's not just about money. It's about owning a piece of history, being part of an exclusive circle of people who truly understand value, rarity, and timing. And here's a little secret. There are still coins out there waiting to be discovered. Could one be in your collection, your drawer, or even in the pocket change you haven't checked in years? By now, you're feeling that mix of excitement and urgency. And you should. Because moments like this don't come often. And when they do, they're gone in the blink of an eye. So the question isn't whether this coin is valuable. It is, but whether you have the foresight, the curiosity, and the boldness to act. One lucky person could turn an overlooked piece of metal into nearly $1 million treasure. Could that person be you? Stick around, because in just a moment, I'll reveal how to identify these coins, what collectors are willing to pay, and the secrets that make this Washington quarter one of the most sought-after coins in history. Trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next.